is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. They're still in the bottom third of the league, but see a little bump up in the rankings.
And I think for Sacramento, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Looking at tonight's matchup, Chris, it's fun to watch upstart teams that are on the move, ascending with a lot of youth as a part of that success.
You know what? I love watching these young teams. As long as you have a GM, an organization, a president of basketball operations that explains to the fans, listen, we're going to have a little bit of growing pains, but while you watch these guys play, they're going to have effort, they're going to have chemistry, and they're going to play for you guys, the fans. It's easier to settle in and say, wait a minute, look at the potential in this guy. Look at how much this kid has grown in the beginning of the season until after the season. And so I love young teams, and with this influx of young players coming in, it's going to be fun watching some of these teams grow and get over the hurdle and then ultimately become champions.
Great perspective. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Bagley and Dedmon playing together in the front court. And it's Fox in at the 1. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Now Valanciunas, pass to Iguodala. Back to Valanciunas. The shot misses. Good D by Hield. Offside Fox. Here's Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. First quarter just over a minute played. And so Allen will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Fox. Floats one, and the rejection by Jackson. Passes to Iguodala. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Valanciunas, Bagley with the block.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Allen for the 3.
And it's important that he'll improve on his defense because I like watching him so focused on the other end of the floor.
Bagley kicks to Fox. The dish to Hield. And it's sent back by Allen.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
The feed to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dedmon passes to Barnes. Pass to Hield. The 3. That shot misses.
just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And the Grizzlies in the final game of last season, making a franchise record 21 3-pointers and a blowout win against the defending champion Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, perhaps a template going forward for them, GA. I mean, turning the page from the grit and grind to a new style of play. He's taking what he sees out there. I love seeing Fox torch the D from this area.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Jackson, and it's blocked. Bagley with a wide open look. The offensive rebound. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Jackson.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay-in.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, and squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow-through on the release.
Fox kicks to Hield. It's Dedmon, top of the key. Hield outside. Over Allen. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
I like how Hield runs the pick and roll. If he gets any separation off the screen, he's ready to fire.
It's stolen by Bagley. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And finished off by Bagley.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Here's Allen.
Oh, he's such a strong, versatile defender. I mean, Barnes has a solid understanding for knowing how to guard whoever he's on.
Bagley with the bucket.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
There's Morant. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket.
Well, his father played in the NBA. He grew up in Indiana. His father was a teammate of mine, Jaren Jackson, over at the Wizards. He took on Jordan and those guys didn't do too well. Oh, and let me get back to it anyway. But for Jaren Jackson Jr., you could say the game is in his blood and in the heart.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Chris and Jaren Sr., a 3-point marksman, made sure his son worked on his perimeter shooting from a young age.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Jaren Sr. And even as some of Junior's coaches wanted him to focus on his inside game, Dad knew better. He said, sooner or later, son, you're going to need that outside shot. And boy, was he right.
So he gets them both. Kings have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Morant with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant.
Well, the new arena for the Kings looks amazing, C-Webb. Just how much has this meant to the city?
Oh, it means so much to the city, GA. I mean, ownership has been wonderful. It keeps the team here long-term. It's revitalized the whole downtown. And Sacramento is a city that has thrived with the addition of this arena.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective. Valanciunas, good.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
Fox with it. 9 points last game out. Healed right side. 6 on the shot clock. Fox with it. He's picked up by Morant. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Here's Crowder. Bagley with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Healed with the bucket.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
Memphis leading by 4. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Over Dedmon. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Morant. Valanciunas has got 5.
Reliable at executing in screen and rolls. Valanciunas, he excels at taking what he sees in these sets.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Riza comes in for Harrison Barnes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. And Bogdanovich kicks to Joseph. That 3 off the mark. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Here's Bagley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 6 points from Marvin Bagley.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
Bielitsa against Anderson. It's Crowder on the wing. Allen outside. Unloads from 13. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Bogdanovich passes to Joseph. Now here's Bagley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you watch him, Chris, around the rim and in the paint, it almost seems like Marvin Bagley is playing on a pogo stick.
Oh, yeah, it's his ability to jump and then immediately jump again. Reminds me a lot of Sean Marion. Players like that are so hard to keep off the offensive glass, and Bagley is no exception.
He's off on the first.
Well, one thing the Kings have on their roster are very active bigs.
Yeah, guys like Bagley, Giles, and so on. I mean, they all move great, GA. I mean, these guys help the Kings to thrive in transition. They got quick big men that can also start the break by bringing it up themselves.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire front line. Wasn't in the Rookie of the Year race, but in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, John Moran and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, 2 of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
That one is no good. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
you couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you, themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by Trevor Ariza, and stolen by Bogdanovic. Ariza has the open look. That doesn't go either for Ariza. Memphis leading by 4. Here's Rab. And it's blocked. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jackson's checked in. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones. And no good that time. Ready by Bogdanovic. The Kings trail by 4. 102 left to play here in the first. Joseph against Jackson. Outside Bogdanovic. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Well, it all starts with ball movement. When your percentage is that low, you know you're not moving it well enough. You're not getting your guys open shots. I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions Right now, they need a basket.
They need this one. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
And they're able to recover. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. Drains the 19-footer. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after one.
Here's Joseph. No points in the game yet for him. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Anderson. Iguodala out there with Jones. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Rhea in at the center. Basket counts. Holmes got the first basket of the second quarter for the Kings.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Jones. Sacramento able to drain the three. He dishes it to Iguodala. Rebound by the Kings. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Rab. Jones trying to get open. They're running. Bogdanovich wide open. Misses the three. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Here's Bogdanovich following the score by Memphis. Pass to Joseph. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Holmes. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. There's Jackson with the three. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his second basket of the game.
Because of Anderson's height and instincts, he's a force on the offensive glass.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, Jay, we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. Sure it feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there.
Now here's Joseph. After Josh Jackson's miss. Joseph, the pass to Holmes. Over Jones. Holmes, good. Holmes got 4 this quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Passes it to Anderson. And stolen by Bielitsa. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. He misses the free throw. Chris, when Bielitsa is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bielitsa does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Ariza. Yogi Ferrell comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. The league has cracked down, C. Webb, on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rampus just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant one, flagrant two, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach. His only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
And he makes the first.
Well, and Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Sacramento. Both good from the line that time. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Oh, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons. I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall. And I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
That free throw missing.
Well, the improvement we saw from Fox was a big reason the Kings were a surprise team from last season. He emerged as one of the team leaders early on, and he is still the playmaker for this team going forward.
And the second free throw, good. And with Fox leading with his playmaking, the difference was clear.
Yeah, Kevin, he grew up so much during his rookie season. I mean, how he sees the court, when he's going to attack. The results showed up both in assist totals as well as his efficiency when he was the one taking the shot.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He has 5. 5 on the clock. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. A putback. Back to Jackson. Goes up again. And the rejection by Holmes. And here's Iguodala outside. Rebounded by Holmes. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in, and he's good on the second.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And another miss by Memphis.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And Fox gets it to go.
With good fundamentals, Fox just continues to improve as a scorer. He's so fun to watch.
Morant passes to Allen. Here's Valanciunas. Dishes to Morant. From outside, off the mark. Kings leading now by 4. The wide open look here for Fox. No good from outside.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Jackson misses.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Shots good by Dedmon.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Allen outside. Jackson against Barnes. Will it go? Bagley with the block.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that are sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and that's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way to the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
laugh.
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Here's Farrell after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. Number 1, the Kings.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
That one is off.
No postseason trip for the Kings last year, but a successful season, if you ask me. Ended up with the 9th seed in the West, 39 wins for this team, the most for the franchise since 2006.
Sacramento making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And so Allen will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Morant. That shot off. Great D that time from Bagley. To the wing right side. Farrell for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Farrell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Kings. And that 2006 team for the Kings, Chris, that was just 1 year after you played for them.
Shows how long it's been for Sacramento fans to have a great team. The franchise is in a postseason drought that they need to break. That is their objective, first and foremost.
Now, here's Fox, following the miss by Ja Morant. Dedmon passes to Bagley. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Here's Valanciunas. They get it back. Jackson. Good on the bucket. Jackson's got 8 points.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Outside, Fox. Now the dish to Dedmon. 11 feet away. And Valanciunas pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies had made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Now here's Hield. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. And here's Morant. 1:51 left here in the second. Allen inside the three-point line. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Allen.
Well, the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year. I mean, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Kings. Memphis also making some changes. Rabs checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Jones subbed in for Morant. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. I mean, Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure.
And it's denied.
Oh, tremendous reach on the block by Ariza, making a real effort on defense.
Joseph, he's checked in for Sacramento. .125 left in the second quarter. Anderson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Healed on the double team. Shot from the wing. Anderson can't get it to go.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's all over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Bagley with the block. And they get it back. They recover it. Sacramento leading by 13 to the inside. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Bagley. Ariza's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they really started to get it closer to the basket.
Anderson against Bagley. Nobody near Allen. Drains the three-pointer. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one drops. 11 points for De'Aaron Fox.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. Fox leading the charge. Hield can't hit. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Sacramento. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
They were Brick City, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Bagley and Dedmon playing together in the front court. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. For Memphis, they have had some good chances at the line, but only gone 6 of 12 from the stripe. No good on the free throw.
This has become a theme for these guys. Way too many missed chances at the line.
No luck that time either. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's Morant following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Jackson passes to Valanciunas and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Valanciunas has got his third basket of the night right there.
The Grizzlies have been a winning team for most of the last decade. Injuries snapped their playoff streak back in 18, but the silver lining, a top draft pick they used to select Jaren Jackson.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Kicks it out to Allen. Three-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And in his rookie season, Jaren Jackson, the youngest player in the league, he seemed NBA ready.
And already he impacts the game on both ends of the floor. A ton of upside with this young man. He's already helping the Grizz win games.
Now here's Hield following the miss by John Morant. Here's Fox. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, I like the imagination Fox brings to the court every game. He just finds a way to get himself going.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Barnes. Puts it up. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Developing different parts of his game. Fox knows he has to enhance his pull-up jump shot.
Allen passes to Morant. To stop the run. They grab their own miss. Valanciunas, good.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Bagley finds Hield. Dedmon with it. Hield left side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Bielitsa. He checks in for Marvin Bagley. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And the ability to go vertical, I mean, Iguodala's sneaky shot blocker.
They get the rebound. Morant. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Morant's got 7 points. Kings leading now by 20. And the pass to Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Josh Jackson.
Well, at this stage of his career, Barnes knows who he is. He's a glue guy who does a bit of everything out there. Well, last year, Harrison Barnes traded at the deadline from Dallas to Sacramento. Dallas looking ahead and decided to move Barnes, who was in the midst of a tough season.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. It didn't take much for the Kings, Chris, to jump on the chance to add someone like Barnes.
Yeah, he had a tough year last year, but not too long ago, Barnes was a player giving you almost 20 a night on the wing. The Kings see him as a player in his prime to serve as a leader, to this young core.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Dwayne Dedman, and it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. Second free throw, no good. Jackson dishes to Jackson. Down low. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Holmes got 6 rebounds here tonight.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, for Josh Jackson, not really the sophomore season he was hoping for. Didn't take a major leap forward and saw him fighting for reserve minutes at times.
That free throw, no good. And with Jackson, Greg, they just need to see more from him.
The upside, it's still there for Jackson, but nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. He needs to keep working on his game to live up to the lofty draft expectations.
He hits the second from the line. Kings leading now by 19 points. Outside, Bogdanovich. Inside. Fox, no good.
Playing him tough inside, air preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Now Morant. He's got 7. Here's Iguodala. And the dunk by Valanciunas. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now, here's Fox. 15 points in the game.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Josh Jackson. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
That one is off.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll off ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. We can play anytime you want to.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Barnes. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Crowder, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. That's off as well, so he misses both. Yes, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. It can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think is adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business, I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that you would play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it, get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next, and you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. And the Kings making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Reb's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A versatile player, Bielitsa mainly excels at spacing the floor. He's a big man with range. He'll do whatever you ask of him.
Here's Jones, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Jones. The Kings making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. And so he's able to get one of 2. Kings leading now by 20. Bielitsa passes to Joseph. Here's Farrell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And that one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Jones kicks to Iguodala. And stolen by Bielitsa. Pass to Bogdanovich. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Bielitsa finds Bogdanovich. A rebound by Rab. Rab's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Joseph against Jones. Jackson from long range. Buries it from 3-point range. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Joseph. Farrell looking around. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Josh Jackson.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing, and Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And he sinks the second. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Outside, Jones. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Good D by Bogdanovich. Kings leading now by 18. Feeds it to Ariza. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Crowder. Pass to Rab. Count the basket. Rab's got his 3rd basket of the night. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Joseph finds Ariza. Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Crowder. It's stolen by Jones. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
And that one misses. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Kings. And he's good on the second.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Joseph, the pass to Ariza. Right side Bagley. 4 on the clock. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Anderson can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 15. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
With such a large frame, sometimes all you can do is foul Bagley when he's down low.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, there's no question that Bagley has a ton of talent. Now it's up to him to meet his potential.
He doesn't get the second one. And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
Now, here's Anderson. 17-foot shot on the way. And the jumper is good. Anderson's got 6 points.
Oh, man, a sound perimeter shooter who massively improved his jump shot over the years. A testament to Anderson's work ethic.
Outside, Bogdanovich. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Anderson with the drive. It's blocked, but they recover it. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Jones. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Bogdanovich. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Joseph has an open look. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Crowder, the pass to Jones. To the paint, here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Jackson has got the complete package down low. Loves putting the D in a compromising position.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
And they are excited about Jackson, a high motor guy with a ton of room to grow and also displays terrific leadership on both ends.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he ends up missing both free throws. Sacramento leading by 11. Here's Bagley. Misses and the dry spell continues. Crowder against Ariza. Fader on the way. Shot by Crowder, no good. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Joseph against Jackson. Joseph down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Josh Jackson.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. No good on the second free throw. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. He's got 7. Valanciunas, no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The feed to Hield. And he converts the layup. Hield's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, he's evolving into a more well-rounded scorer. Hield really showing his toughness right there, finishing off these types of shots.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Jay Crowder out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position. Bagley dishes to Joseph. Back to Bagley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's got the smarts to take advantage of over-aggressive defense. I mean, Bagley doing work inside to earn a trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Fox, he's checked in for Corey Joseph. So he comes up empty, missing both. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll and just let him go to work.
Fox passes to Hield. Bagley, the Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Shoots over Morant, and Fox gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Valanciunas, Detman with the block, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Jackson, he's checked in for Crowder. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento leading by 11. Right side, Fox. Morant with the steal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Takes the 13-footer. He gets that one. Morant's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
Picking, moving, looking for his spots. Morant slithering around the court with the ball on the string.
Now one against Hield.
Well, we always knew Buddy Hield was a strong shooter, but he was arguably the best in the game last season. A huge jump in field goal percentage from him, from anywhere on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. That one misses.
That's not like him at all. I mean, he's been so steady up until those.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
And with Hield last year hitting over 45% of his threes on a significant volume.
Yeah, and he took over 7 threes a game. I mean, hitting them at that clip is incredible. He truly transformed himself into a go-to scorer last season with his dead-eye shooting.
And the first one at the line is good.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Here's Fox. Drops one in from the wing. Fox has got 4 points this quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 10. The pass to Jackson. Over to the wing. Morant with it. Working on Bagley. Allen for three. Good on the three-point shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Fox. Not a lot of room. It's over Morant. And that one hits back iron.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Fades and shoots. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Allen. Allen's got his third assist on the night. Hield kicks to Fox. Over Morant. Here's Dedmon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Allen's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 5. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. Jackson against Bagley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is off. He's off on the second. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. The Grizzlies trail by 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Timeout called by the Kings. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And he can't get the first one. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And he continues to struggle at the line. He has not had the feel for his rhythm there tonight.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
With intensity. Did you see that? Great. Are you for real? Morant way, way up. That move is fire.
Fox finds Barnes. Shoots over Morant. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Outside, Bagley. He dishes it to Fox. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Morant. Barnes can't get it to go.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Jackson passes to Morant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Kings leading. Dedmon dishes to Fox. Barnes kicks to Hield. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Fox, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Such a tricky cover inside. When Fox attacks like this, the defense responds with that same type of aggression.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Sacramento making a switch here. Lyelitz is checked in. Fox hits them both. Here's Morant. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Valanciunas. Dedmon with the block, and he's able to get it back. It's Bielitsa. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Iguodala, that's good.
And getting a quick head of steam. Iguodala beats the defense to the punch.
Morant comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Memphis with it. Memphis trailing here. To tie it up. Off the left rim and out. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dedmon passes to Barnes. And Iguodala comes to help. Fox, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Oh, yeah, that is a huge play. It looked like they had to stop until he came to the rescue.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Morant with a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And the second free throw, good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's the teardrop, and it's Morant missing. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
When Bielitsa is trying to score, it sometimes forces the D's hand. Nice initiative from the Yugoslavian forward right there.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And he may not be converting every chance he gets at the line, but at least he's creating those opportunities. Love the aggressiveness.
And he can't hit the second. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. He kicks it to Iguodala. And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Kings leading. Fox looking it over. Morant with the steal. Fox with the steal. Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Allen for the 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Oh, just off his game. Forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Hield finds Barnes. Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 5.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They've got to get him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
Here's Valanciunas. Dedmon with the block. Jackson, that's good. And it's the Kings with the ball. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marvin Bagley.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
Here's Fox. Sweet little floater. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half.
So calm and collected in the big spots. Fox, he relishes being the guy to take huge shots for this team.
Here's Morant. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got his 5th rebound in this one. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Sacramento moving it around. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Allen surveying the D. Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Hield against Valanciunas, and Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Barnes against Iguodala, and stolen by Dedmon. And now Sacramento on the break. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Passes it to Morant. Yes!
That's a Ja Morant special. Ripping the hearts out of the opponent.
Now the Kings with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Hield against Allen. And it's Hield off the drive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're up by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Shot clock at 5. from deep three-point range. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 3. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 4. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and quick. No room for error, no time to waste.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
And here's Iguodala outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.